Football more than 90 minutes by Given Abando. So basically, my idea is it's based on football, it's based on our grassroots football. Um, how football is more than just a sport, how it's a lifestyle, and how it brings people together. Um, so here's my proposal: just the basics, length, the genre, and the mode of address. I have two proposals. So I have a one-page proposal where it's more casual. I just have two brief paragraphs. I'm just letting people know what it's about and what I'm trying to do. And then I have another, which is for UAL, which is more detailed. I looked into the hooks and themes. I was trying to create the moods. I wanted to look at what moods I was thinking of. I thought about London, and like after carrying out my primary and secondary research and my mood and my visual research, like I wanted to like think about London, and I wanted to think about the themes that could be associated with it, especially themes I wanted to back up my secondary research, which had a lot to do with the knife crime. So yeah, I got the like what I want to look at: pain, anger, darkness, and then like some positivity and like good energy, vibes. Just wanted to think about how I associate London anyway. I carried out visual research. Um, just wanted to show how I will carry out my research, like what I'll use. I use mood boards, examples. Um, yeah, um, I got an example of director's work that inspired me. So what I chose was a Goal, directed by Danny Kananiskas. As a child, it was one of the first movies I watched about football, and it was a different. It was the first time I viewed different football in a different perception. Whereas I wasn't just looking at A versus B. Whereas it was looking at the dream of becoming a footballer, the challenges faced, people coming up from lower classes and fighting to become a footballer, then becoming a footballer, then the struggles and the challenges he had to overcome. Then also got a mood board, so like just about London, urban London, so like these parks, chicken shops, just like estates, like just where you should be about. Like growing up in London, like there's not much to do sometimes, you might argue, in your area anyway. So yeah, it's just parks, chicken shops, go out with your friends, eat when you go into the park and whatnot. Just estates and barber shops, like just cultural anyway, for me anyway. What I'd associate with like what I do in my day to day life growing up. Uh, I got a target audience profile. So target audience was people who are passionate about football and who like watch football related stuff. Also showed the different platforms that could show this and that I watch like these kind of things on. So I've got YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, where I follow people that like constantly discuss and work in football and have football related projects. My primary target audience, this was Generation Z. So these are people born between the mid 90s and early 2000s. The reason why I chose this is because it's my generation. This is where I've grown up, the time I've grown up in. Majority of the people in my life have grown up around the same time as me, and I wanted it to be something that I could actually relate to. So I thought I I might as well relate it to me because I know what I want and I'll have more of an idea about the generation as I'm from it as well. Um, I also made the slides to show how I look into the findings from BBC and E4. This is because these corporations both have a similar target audience to me. So I thought it would make sense to look into their target audience and learn and research and look at the statistics and see how people take in content, or people my age and from my generation take in content and stuff like that. Um, I thought I'd create a secondary target audience, which was millennials, people known as Generation Y. These people born in the 80s and 90s. The reason I chose this was because these are my seniors. These are people that inspired me as a kid growing up. So people that I still relate to as well. I still feel there's a relation that we still have, but it's just not the same as people in my own generation. Yeah. The schedule, created a schedule so I'm able to view what I have to do, what I've done, and just to organize and manage my time efficiently. This will help me know what I've done, what I haven't done, what I've got to do, and when I have time and when I don't have time, I'm able to work around my my busy schedule. Similar productions, I look at similar productions. This helped me. This will help me um, like this will help me know like what I can actually film, like what can I actually do, what will I actually be able to do, gain some inspiration, um, especially as there's two of these talk about like trying to become professional footballers, and that's something that relates back to me and my family. I've got a family member who's currently playing for Arsenal and England at youth level, so it's something that I can relate back to with him and seeing how he overcomes challenges and the hurdles that he has while growing up in London. Um, Another one here, Wayne Rooney Street Striker. That's something I watched religiously as a kid. I used to have all of Rooney's boots, everything. I used to love him as a kid. So yeah, had to put him there. It's a big inspiration. Even though I'm a Liverpool fan, just put that on the record. Primary research. So I want to talk about the techniques I will use to gain the research, such as surveys, focus groups, interviews, mind maps, storyboards, and vox pops. Secondary research. How will I gain this research? Or use data collected by the government, similar production findings and findings from websites. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna have to know what I'm looking for really, and, and yeah, contributors. So at the moment, it's gonna be done by myself. Um, I'm gonna be directing it. I'm gonna be doing the audio. Like, I'll be doing all that. I have a contributor who I'll be interviewing, helping me get a few shots, which will be my cousin that I talked about before. And yeah, it'll just be independent. Locations. So at the moment, I've got about 5 locations that I'm going to be using. Decided to use locations all based in London because that's where I've grown up. That's where my cousin's grown up, and that's where this will be based in. Um, I wanted to show how growing up in London as um, isn't as bad as it's made out in the news, and how knife crime can be avoided, and it's not something that every youth participates in. It's not something that everyone in London participates in. You know, when researching, when carrying out secondary research and looking into these kind of stuff, you can see um, just how like the statistics are. Like going on social media this year, I've seen ridiculous statistics surrounding knife crime. So I just want to make sure it's all London based. So I'll use a park, I'll use a football ground there. Also, going to use my own area, so just my own area, just the estates, just like just visuals of what it's like for me personally, like what I see in my everyday, what I see. Use probably I'm just trying to use everything that's as close to home as possible because I want it to be something that you can feel. A documentary is also going to use like audio, my own audio. I'm gonna be doing a voiceover. I'll create my own poem. Um, I'll do that because I want to be the voice of this. I don't want to just create a documentary and people take what they want from. I want to dictate how people feel about this, and I want to show my passion, and this will allow me to do so. In order to see if this is actually good, I'll get audience feedback. So in order to gain this, I'll use client feedback, possibly competition entries, comments from YouTube once I put it up there, and create some surveys and tutor and peer feedback.
The name Ride on the Back, he didn't really want to do media anyway. He just wanted to ride on the back of this to get onto IC.